Hello folks, and welcome to an interview with Doctor Cobblestone. Today we have a guest who I've interviewed before. No, let me correct myself. He has interviewed me. This time I get to turn the tables around and interview him. So, allow me to introduce Randy the Ranter. Randy, thank you for being with us.
Oh, God. Hard night drinking. Thank you, Doctor Cobblestone, for another lovely chat. I hope this one goes even better than the last one.
Yes. Now, I have a few questions for you, simply put, to start us off. First, Randy, tell me about your childhood and how perhaps that has affected your ranting. Has it encouraged you to rant, I wonder?
Well, Dr. Cobblestone, in many ways I had the average childhood. I was beaten with sticks when I was wrong. And actually I would suppose my rage really comes from being disrespected with my own family unit. God, I hate my parents. But I have to say my ranting really comes from the inner rage inside, the beast that will not be let go of. Pretty much I'm just pointing out the society's flaws and doing it in a way that people understand it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Excellent, thank you. Now Randy, according to my notes here, you were once in a band a few years ago. As your rocker persona shows us, yes, it's quite clear that you were. Tell us about that. What was the band's name, that type of music, and most importantly, why did you leave the band?
Well, the band started, the band itself was like a hardcore metal act, and we're gonna smash organized society. In many ways, the reasons why we broke up are very simplistic. Apparently, I was drinking too much, I was doing too many drugs, and that sort of thing. I think it was, I think a lot to do with like creative differences. Basically, they didn't quite take to the whole, it's Randy's way or the highway, and they want to take the highway, so I kind of pushed them over a bridge, you know. No charges have been laid thus far, but we're kind of hoping that none get laid in the future. So, well, keep quiet about the murder charges. Pretty much they just didn't agree with my way of thinking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Now, as we interviewed each other before, you asked me about the science of ranting, which I explained to you, hopefully, making it clear. Now I'd like you to tell me about the spiritual side of ranting. I want to know about the emotional, spiritual, the evolution and the, you know, what ranting really helps you do, not so specifically physically, but just mentally and emotionally.
Well, the emotional or spiritual side of things, I think it's ranting is important on an emotional side, is you're getting that anger and anguish out, which reveals a lot of built-in tension, which if you don't reveal it, you'll just go crazy and just start killing people. I think that if you don't rant and you don't like speak your mind, you know, silence isn't golden when you're keeping it inside, you know what I mean? So if you're keeping it in, you gotta kill people. I think on a more spiritual side is you're just sort of letting have it. I think the gods themselves have opened up the heavens, have said, you shall rant, and then you do it, and you please them. Then they're happy, and then they let you go. Done. Problem solved.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Tell me, Randy, where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years don't last very long.
Well, about 5 years, I'm kind of hoping to see myself in a more positive light. I'd like to see more fans for my rants. I would like There's more real people understanding what I'm saying, and ultimately in 5 years I'd like to be sandwiched between two really hot Asian chicks, if that's possible. I mean, everyone's got a dream, right? And not like I got yellow fever, but I got a Woody that, you know, could choke a whale, you know what I mean?
And my last question, Randy, last but not least, of course, and I find this an interesting one. The women that you've been with in your past, and I'm not to assume how many, how do they feel about your ranting? Are they afraid to argue or break up with you because they're afraid you'll go and rant in public? Or, you know, do they appreciate it?
Well, I have to say, in most cases when it comes to relationship ranting, I guess the most recent one would have been Randy 7, where I really get, you know, down and nasty about this girl. And I slept with her the weekend after I posted it, you know? Or I should say, not I posted it, but the director, Golden Fox, posted it. And all of a sudden she comes at me, like, calling me pathetic and that sort of thing. I think they're not necessarily afraid of my ranting, they're just sort of afraid of what the general populace will think if they actually find out about their overall actions. I think, you know, there's too many people out there that are, you know, con artists and fuck over artists that they just are afraid of having that sort of way of thinking point out. And, you know, that's not being cool. And guys like me are kind of the judges, jurors, and executioners. And I think they're afraid of that because we point out their inconsistencies in life. Okay. I guess that's pretty much about it.
Very interesting. Well, Randy, it's been a delight.
Well, Dr. Cobblestone, I'm looking forward to our next chat. Who knows, maybe I talk about the science of sex or something.
Joyous occasion. I thank you for spending some time here with me today. I know you're a busy man, ranting and all. And, well, I hope to see you again soon. Alright? Thank you.
Thank you, Cobblestone. It's been great.
Folks, this is Dr. Cobblestone signing off, and I hope to see you again. So long.